Hi, Soul Family. Whoop. Jealousy. Okay. I gotta let people know I'm on. I said I would go live in 15 minutes, and I obviously have been waylaid. I lost one of my micro kittens in the house. And by micro kitten, I mean the tiniest one. So, hi. All right, so I'm going to do today's reading, and I thought I would do it live from my little trailer in my tiny home. So for our items to choose from, one of them is going to be Pegasus, my baby. Yeah. His little sister is missing in the house. Now, during the reading, I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna tag Tammy and make sure she knows I'm here. I'm gonna ask where she is. I was already asking. I heard a little cry, and I don't think it's possible for her to get outside, but you never know. So I wanted to be the first one to stay in my little trailer, and it looks like that's going to happen. I fixed it all up for someone that was going to come and stay here, and she hasn't arrived yet, and my landlady unexpectedly had my next door neighbor move out of the little studio, so she said, you know what, she can use that. And I thought, good, let her use that. Let her go and have, you know, her own private space, and I'll just keep this for me. And I thought I should probably come try it out and see what things were like in here for me and the kittens. So it's so funny. I asked everybody if they wanted to go live, and they said yes. Hi. I lost Tigress in the house. My Lagris Tigress. I don't know where she is. So I'm asking Spirit to show me where she's at. All right. So items to choose from. I'm not going to wait any longer to get going on the reading. One of the items to choose from is going to be, as I said, you weren't there, Tammy, but one of the items is going to be this little one. He's with me, but I don't know where his little sister is. She's gone missing. Probably afraid of the vacuum. So that little one, I'm still getting used to his name, Pegasus. And the Ostrich, which is going to stand for his sister, who's stuck her head in the sand somewhere. That's the other item to choose from. We'll do groups, right? And then I like this. Tiny trailer, because that's what we's in, right? So we got 3 groups. And he's completely sleeping now. Bay is under the bed because she's in trouble. I went looking for Lagris and came back to find a big chunk of his hair on the ground and on his neck all wet from Bea. So she's in trouble. So she's under the bed. And the other one can be Master Finn. He's right behind me. Master Finn of the Broken Pot. That's number 4. All right? So the decks that we're going to be working with are what is this? The Wisdom of the Oracle, my deck. And I'm going to use the animal cards because I want to find out where my kitten's at. And so here we go. For those who chose Pegasus, and I certainly did, 2 shuffles, Spirit. Correct for neutrality on all levels. I'm asking for all of those in the white light, angelic team, to assist us in this reading. I would like to have assistance with my higher self tapping in and hearing. Sorry, I'm opening a window because it's warm in here. It's like 85 today. Ridiculous. Oh, this window's closed too. For anybody who has anything negative to say or any of negative energy, they're blocked. We've got a titanium shield wrapped around us for that, so that's a no-go. So I think I should have something up here, shouldn't I? If I do readings like this and I'm sitting in here, there needs to be something fun. Maybe that's where I'll put my Sarah Scotty sign. Okay, Master Finn. Okay, and then my cards. 2 shuffles with this one, Spirit. Correct for neutrality on the levels. 2 shuffles for this one. Hi, where's your sister? Can you tell me where she is? Can you show me where she is? Did she get mauled by Bea? Did she? I even have their little cat tower in here, and he's in the cat tower. It's so cute. I'll have to show you guys how I have this arranged afterwards. It's super cute. Perfect. That little chair that I had the garbage on, the garbage can's underneath by the table, and I put the little cat tower on the chair, which helps these little tiny ones to get up and down. Yeah, you don't look too nervous. All right, here we go. For those who chose Pegasus, the divine one. For those who chose Pegasus, it's going to be upright or reverse spirit, whatever it comes out, because I said 2 shuffles. So whoever, please pull a card. I'm asking spirit, I pick all. Well, they're all for us anyway. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Make it obvious, please. That was 3. I can't have 3. Oh my God, I'm gonna fall off my desk. I mean, off my bed. I'm learning things by doing this in here, right? Like, this is a really high bed. It's a really high bed. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Please pull the card. There we go. No place like home. Home is where your heart is. And it came in the upright. No place like home. So keep the porch light on is the first message. Is your home welcoming? Do you feel welcome in it? What do you have to do to bring a sense of peace to your home, right? Be very careful of the energy that you allow into your home. No place like home. I think about, oh, I know what I said. I love Sedona, right? You know I love Sedona. I love my home. I love my yard. I love my house. But I was super excited about my trailer being done, and I said to my neighbor that helped me put the last couple of panels in, he helped me so much, Ray, they're leaving. They're leaving within a week, and they're gone until spring. And I said, they said, are you going on a run? And are you going on a ride? And I said, what? And I was holding a broom, and I said, no, I did that this morning, sweeping it all out. And I said, but I'm going to take my camper home to California to see my daughter. It's her birthday. You know, it's already passed. And so I feel like California is home, even though I live here. Isn't that interesting? That's just a message to myself. So where is it that you feel home? I don't know. I guess home is where your heart is, which is where my family is, right? And it's interesting to me that I didn't say Wisconsin. I've always said Wisconsin in the past. So, because that's where my daughter is. So, Spirit says you need to find yourself in a place where you are being authentic, being truthful to yourself, being the truth of who you are, not doing or acting or being any way to please anybody else. This is really nice because this came in the upright. So for a message like this, it's your home is welcoming. People feel at home with you. You have that sense. And right now outside my window, as I say that, I've got a whole family of quail. Oh my God, you kitty! Look at the right there. Look. There's quail right there. Right at the bottom of my trailer, a family. So they're welcome here underneath this little trailer. So quail says pay attention. It says alert, alert, alert. Often it says danger. So don't allow anything or anyone to disrupt the sense of peace in your home, right? Right now you're in sync. You're shining your light. Your home has a welcome light in it. Right now, you can feel safe in your relationships. Right now, you can feel comfortable in your relationships. And that's what Spirit's basically, they're applauding you. And they're saying you make a home just by being in it. So the way that you acquire this is to trust yourself, right? Trust yourself in your own skin, the way you act, the way you are. So what do you need to pay attention to that's taking away that, right? I heard in my head a long time ago, and I don't know who said it, somebody connected to me, said, I like to observe, it keeps me from getting in trouble. So right now you're the observer, Spirit says, and you're safe here. You're safe, you're feeling safe in your own skin. You are who you are. You don't have to change any aspect of yourself, right? You don't need to fit in. You don't need to fit in. You're authentic wherever you go. I can be at home anywhere, in my trailer. Right? This is my little home. So it feels secure and safe to you. So I'm going to go to my cards and I'm going to ask why did this come up other than the fact, other than the fact that I asked Spirit for a lot of things this morning when I was, I don't do meditation like this with my eyes closed, quiet in a room. I vacuumed my carpets and then I washed my carpets with a carpet shampooer and I talked to Spirit. That's how I commune with Spirit, right? I just talk out loud like I'm talking to my family because that is my family, right? So I asked for certain things and I said, let me know what I need to know. Let me know what I need to do. Let me know what I need to see. Let me know where I've done a good job. Let me know that you're proud of me. And that made me very emotional. Let me know that you're proud of me because we all need that, right? We all need to be told that. So this is a high five from Spirit saying you've done a good job. People feel at home with you. They feel comfortable around your energy. So that's a wonderful thing. It's also talking about creating a space like this that you can call your own. And I just did. And I love this. No matter where I go, I'm going to be at home, right? In here. So the first message from 333 The Naked Truth was this situation will improve. So if you have issues around your home, if someone's missing from your home, my little kitten's missing from my home. I don't know where she is, but the situation's going to improve. I'm listening, and you guys should as well. Whenever I do a reading or anybody else, before we even begin, or even like when you're thinking about it, like right at this moment, I got to swipe your comments away. I can't see. Ask Spirit for something and then listen to the words. The words could be talking about something else, but it's giving you your answer. So this situation will improve is my message, right? Good. Next message from, they're all right there. I can't undo this right now to show you, but the kittens are both staring and they can't get to them. So the quail are totally happy and safe. This is awesome. They're up like high watching, right? Big happy changes are coming to your home. Big happy changes are coming to your home, okay? The living situation will improve. 3 messages in here. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Now remember, this message is for you or someone close to you as well. I'm thinking about my friend right now who has another family that she's concerned with, and the situation's going to improve. The living conditions are already improving, right? That's what they're showing. Okay, don't say sorry and then ruin it by excusing your behavior. So if somebody has done something to disrupt the peace of your home, and then they apologize for it, and then they give you a whole list of why it happened, don't do it. Don't do it. If you say you're sorry, and then stop. Because when you try and qualify it, then you're taking it back, right? Don't. So there may have been problems in your home. Don't say you're sorry and ruin it by excusing your behavior. The situation is going to improve, right? And big happy changes are coming. So this is very positive. So now I'm going to ask for a message from my animal deck. And I'm focusing on my little Ligress. You guys all know you all know about Liger, right? Liger was the energy of my grandmother, and I was told she was coming back in again as a cat, and wait, she's almost here, she's not ready, and what I wasn't paying attention to was she's not ready, and so this little kitten is Liger's namesake, Ligress, and when she went missing this morning, or just now, I was running around looking for her. She's so tiny. This little guy is really little, right? Pegasus is really little, but she is literally less than half his size. She's like Minnie Mouse. And I started crying because my grandmother's nickname was Minnie. So she's here. So I'm asking for this. Correct for neutrality on all levels. So it's funny because my daughter says, we all give them great, wonderful big names, but we ended up calling them Wee Wee or Poo Poo or some stupid little name, right? Like Sammy, his name is Siam. Siam I am, and he's called Sammy. So her name is Ligress, the tigress. She's going to grow into that right now, but right now she's Minnie, like my grandmother's name. So I'm saying all of these things. The reason I'm saying all of these, it doesn't necessarily, it's not your story, but it might be a message to you in something. Correct for neutrality. Correct for neutrality. And it's so funny because her name was Amelia, my grandmother. What a beautiful name, right? Amelia. I wish I'd been given that name. Amelia. And no one called her that. They called her Minnie. I don't know why. She wasn't the youngest one of the family. And she said, for God's sake, I wasn't the smallest. But Minnie. There we go. 2 came. Upset stomach. Okay, my stomach hurts. I'm nervous. Might have digestive problems. Now, obviously for myself, when I'm talking about my kitten, they're going to have problems with their tummy because their food's transitioning over. And of course they're nervous because of all of the changes, right? You know my special places, special touch. You know how I like to be comforted. Now, I always use these for human beings. Always. These are a deck that I use every single day on every single reading. So somebody is telling you that they're nervous, but you've got a way of calming them. They could sure use your touch right about now. Your special touch, your way of coming across to them, right? Maybe they do have something wrong. So if you want to talk about your animals, one of your animals has an upset stomach, right? And they could use some. So what I do with all of them, and in human terms, like when I do my Reiki healing, it's all about releasing, right? We did a release last night in the full moon. But as I pet the kittens or I pet my dog, release, 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 release all of it. What do you need to release right now? Spirit asked me just that. What do you need to release right now? And 2 words came, frustration and anger. So release it. It doesn't help anybody if you're angry at them. Frustration doesn't make it better. Both of them makes you upset. So release that. All right, that was that. Second, Minnie, the ostrich, who stuck her head in the sand somewhere. For those who chose the ostrich, okay? For those who chose the ostrich. There you go, Zach. There you go. You know, I was calling Pegasus Samson to begin with, and half the time I talk to him, I call him Samson. So I don't know. We'll see if he changes his name, because it's his choice. 2 shuffle spirit. Hi, baby. Hi. Hi, honey. Are you feeling a little braver? Are you? You want to go down that way? There's a little cat tower. Here. Finn's like, there's a whole family of quail out there torturing me. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Correct for neutrality. 2 shuffles, and I only did 1. 2 shuffles. If you guys have any questions to ask, go ahead and ask them, and I can see if Spirit can answer them for you. Correct. Release sadness and disappointment. Okay, then let's do it right now. Let's visualize it just kind of like going off like a vapor, right? Release the sadness and the disappointment. I heard depression. Somebody wants to release depression. So I choose to release this depression. I choose to release this sadness. I choose to release this frustration and disappointment and anger. I choose, because that leaves me unbalanced. It doesn't do me any good, and it doesn't make me happy. So I release it now. Thank you. And it doesn't need to come back. Correct for neutrality for those who chose the ostrich. Can you guys tell me where Ligris is? Can you? Too many. Tell me where she is. Correct for neutrality. I can't believe it's November 1st. We got 2 months left, and we're 2020? Is that how you say it? Oh my God. 21? 2021? Oh my God. 2021. Oh my God. I'm so bad with numbers and months and years. Hey, no scratching on the screen. That one. Deep knowing. Okay, so it came out in reverse. So what you see on the front of this card is a snowy owl. The snowy owl is known as the silent flyer. You've got the moon and another planet behind it. I heard Venus. I don't know. I just heard Venus. No, you can't get the baby birds. The number is 43, if that means anything to anyone, and 4 and 3 together is 7, which means you're on the right path and it will exceed your expectations, even though maybe you don't feel this way. Because if it was in the upright, you already know. You know your answers, right? He's just sitting there, but the moon's got his eyes closed. So the moon, who's out there? The moon talks about secrets. The moon casts a shadow, and things aren't necessarily as they appear. So it could be at this time you're not believing or you're believing what you're seeing, or you're believing that things aren't necessarily the way that they appear to you. Every time I say that, I hear something. Door slamming. Somebody slammed the door. So right now, if you're in touch with your moon energy, I'm a Pisces moon, so that's your emotional moon, right? So if you're upside down in your emotional energy, you're not grounded. We need to get grounded, right? So we're not grounded. It could be a time when we're suffering from exhaustion. I understand that. Look at these. Look at these. I could pack for 4 people in these bags under my eyes, suitcases. It could be that you need to be recharged. Your batteries need to be recharged. You need some time, some sensitive alone time. You need some self-love. You need to tune out. You need to turn off the radio, the computer. That's why I like it out here right now. I said I'm going to spend the night in my trailer, in my own front yard, because there's nothing here to disturb me, right? I listen to the birds. It's peaceful. So at this time, it's about setting boundaries. It's about, remember the first one was home. Your home is very important. How your home is, the peace in your home. The peace in my home is sacred. I don't let anybody fuck with it. If your energy is toxic, I put a firm boundary and I don't mess with it. I don't mince words and I don't apologize for it. I've worked really, really hard to get my energy and my home as a place of peace. And as you probably recall, I've had toxic psychic attack energy coming into my home, and my cat took it. Liger took it. And he took 3 strokes and died. And he took it all. That's what our animals do. It's very, very important. You have to be very, very careful. If you're on overload, they're on overload. If you're stressed out, anxious, frustrated, angry, your pets are worse than you are because they take that blunt from you. They're trying to pull from you all of that to try and keep you in a place of calm. So please, always pet your animals. Release, 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 because they're doing it all day long. When you're mad and running around, my animals are so hypersensitive. Bea is the most sensitive dog I've ever encountered. I can just look at her and she'll run under the bed. If I get upset or I go no or do something, she runs and goes into her kennel. So this is about right now, maybe that's your energy, right? If somebody just looks at me sideways, I'm going to go and hide, or I'm going to go and I'm going to explode. Whatever it is right now, this is a time where Spirit wants you to kind of keep things in. Don't share it with everybody, right? Whatever it is, make sure that you have someone that you trust, because right now I'm getting the message that you can't trust everyone around you. And I don't want to put a negative spin on things, but Spirit says when you're expressing yourself, make sure that you're expressing it to somebody that you know you can trust. This is about self-care. You've done enough. And it's not this is a temporary situation. It's not permanent. It's just kind of like you're at the place where it's enough. I've had it to here. My grandmother used to say, I have had it to here. And then we're like, outside, we're gone. When she's had it to here, when she gets to here, her top's going to blow. And she was an Aries too. She would pick up her broom and go after my brother and my cousin. That's how because they were so big and she was little, right? So when he said, are you taking a ride? I was holding a broom and I said, no, I already did that this morning. I cleaned out my house, house cleaning. Be nice. Be nice. My animals are actually blending really well together. It's incredible. So very soon you'll be able to let your guard down. It's not forever. It's just right now when you need to recharge, right? You need to give yourself a shot in an arm. All right, so let's go to my deck. 333, The Naked Truth. What is the message for the ones who chose the Ostrich? See how that goes along? You've had it. You're over on sensitivity overload. So what do? You stick your head in the sand. That's what's going on. Look how appropriate, even for the items that we choose. That's how you can tell that someone's connecting with Spirit, right? Amazing. Correct for neutrality on all levels. The Spirit is so amazing what they do. First message. I want you to control... What? Oh, okay. I thought it said I want you to control me. And I'm like, this is my deck. I wrote that, and I would never have that in this deck. I want you to contact me and tell me the truth. What you want. That's a really loud message. I want you to contact me and tell me the truth. What you really want. Okay? So, you've had it up to here. You're on sensitivity overload. Make it very clear. Don't assume that people know what you need, and don't assume they know what you need. Wait, don't assume that they know what you need, and don't assume you know what they need, or what they're feeling, or what they're thinking. So the answer is uncertain. I'm feeling uncertain. I'm feeling uncertain, okay? Or something is uncertain. They don't know. That's the name of the card. Deep knowing, right? No, I don't know right now. I don't know what the hell I want. I don't know how I'm feeling. I'm uncertain. I'm on absolute extreme sensitivity overload, and it's too much for me, right? So I'm protecting my home. The baby is his. The baby is his. If there was ever any doubt, the baby is his. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Wow. Butting of heads. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Urgency. I may need care. I sense something's going to happen. Or get me to the vet, get me to the doctor, or this has reached an urgent stage. So I'm worried about my kitten because my kitten's worried. So I'm asking for Spirit to put a shield of protection around that little kitten and show me exactly where she is so I can do something about it. Okay. For those who chose the trailer, I chose this. I love this. For those who chose the trailer, 2 shuffles, Spirit. I'm asking where is she? Show me where she is. Show me where she is. Correct for neutrality. I think I need to bring her brother into the house, and maybe if she hears her brother, she'll come. Correct for neutrality. Pull the card, please. All that glitters is not gold. Okay? Things aren't necessarily as they appear. Or maybe somebody's putting way too much focus on the material world at this time. All that glitters. Masks are off, though. Oh, interesting. The Plague Doctor mask. Bea! Plague Doctor mask is off. Doctor's mask is off. I know who this represents, the Plague Doctor's mask. I know who that represents. There's another mask next to it, so there's 2. 2 masks are lying on a heap of gold. All that glitters. So don't be misled is the first thing I got, right? Don't be misled. Somebody's focusing heavily on finances. Also the mask, right? A mask shows this. But when you take the mask off, it looks very different, doesn't it? So Spirit says, see beyond the facade. See beyond the superficial, this glitzy glamour. See beyond that. People dress things up in order. That's what I said to my neighbor that helped me put this trailer back together, right? I mean, we now do. We have ceilings, we've got walls, like real. And I said, I don't know how to build these things all by myself. I said, I know how to dress it up, right? I can dress it up. I can make it look like amazing. This wall, this little tiny part of the wall right here, and this little tiny part right here, it doesn't have the wood. It's got a cover over it. It looks great. He goes, yeah, but it looks great. And I said, yeah, but it's not secure. It's not finished. It isn't finished. So something's not finished. It's been dressed up to look like it is. It could be somebody is not ready. They are dressed up to look like they are. They may look great on surface, but don't be misled by something there. Don't allow a mask to disguise the true nature of something. Oh, sweet and sucky on the surface, but a complete bitch on the inside, right? There's something right now that you might be missing. That's why the quail are running around. Danger, danger. Where are you being misled? If it sparkles and it's glitzy and it looks really pretty, does that mean it's better? Whether that's a position in a job, whether that's the size of the house or the type of a house, whether it's your clothing that you wear. Also, people spend a lot of time trying to acquire things, right? And why? Because they're filling a void. They're filling a void. What will it do for me? What will it get me? What attention will I get? If I have this, if I look like this, if I put on a mask, you can't see my imperfections, right? So it's a way of securing something, hiding something from everyone else. I can look like this and have long braided hair if I'm a guy. It doesn't generally happen to women. But if I took my hat off, I could be completely bald. But you can't tell with my hat on, right? What's hiding underneath that hat? Basically, it's telling you to start to recognize the masks that people put on. We all wear masks. All of us, right? I'm having a really hard time right now, but my heart's broken right now, but I'm not going to let you know because I'm keeping that inside. That's not for everybody to know. I don't want you, I put out a strong, confident front, but my heart is completely crushed. How many people know that? Only the closest ones to you, and sometimes not even that, right? So sometimes we try to become something that we're not because we're trying to impress somebody. We want them to think these things about us, but then what happens? When they get to know us and they realize that that's not really who they are. Why fake who you are? If you put out a facade of, it's so much work. It's so much energy. If you put out a facade to try and impress people, to try and fit in, try and be accepted, God, that's so much work. No wonder you're stressed out. No wonder you're exhausted. No wonder you're emotionally depleted. Because that isn't even who you are. Not to mention, if you put out fake, you're going to get fake. If you put out fake, you're fake. If you're fake, your friends are fake. Everything's fake. Nothing is real because they weren't drawn to you. They were drawn to your facade, right? It wasn't even who you were. Sometimes this story is not impressive unless you embellish it and add, exaggerate it. I was the biggest exaggerator when I was a little girl. I had such an imagination. I would start telling a story and then I would just grow into a story. I had a friend, he was my buddy in grade 6, and he didn't come to school one day. And so I said, I wanted attention. I wanted attention, so I told a story. And I said, I saw a big black truck. No, it wasn't a truck. I saw a big, long black car pull up and 2 men with long black coats and a black hat. And he got in the car and they took him away. I said it to one of my friends or something, right? Next thing you know, I'm in the principal's office. Halfway through I might have been grade 5, halfway through grade 5. In the principal's office, my parents are on their way. And guess who else was there? The FBI. The FBI. And I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Oh my God, you want to talk about freaking out because when you tell one lie, then you have to tell another lie, right? And I was so fucking scared. And finally I said to my dad, I need to talk to you. I need to tell you something. And I told him the truth. And he said, why did you say that? And I said, I don't know. I didn't tell an adult. I just told her, right? My daughter was told something recently. He came to school the next day. He played hooky with his friends. He was fine. But you want to talk about terrified. I mean, the FBI. Oh, my God. But I thought about it later, and my dad started to laugh. And he said, okay, first of all, when a little girl tells this story, long black coat, long black car, black hats, don't they question her just a squirt? And he says, to tell you the truth, it's a little our fault because we were watching like a murder mystery the night before, and I'm totally into mysteries, right? Always have been. Look at my hat. Always into mysteries. And Inspector Gadget, Inspector Clouseau, whoever it is, right? But my daughter was told something, a secret, and she shouldn't have been told. It was extremely private about somebody, a family member. And then she was forbidden to say anything. And of course, she's losing her mind with the information that she was got. And now it's going like this around and around her head. And finally, she said to me, you didn't say anything, did you? And I laughed because she had sent me a meme. And it was Kim Kardashian. And it was the look on her face. And she says, the look on my face when I told somebody something and I'm praying that they're not going to tell somebody else. And she says, oh my God, that's so me. And I said, yeah, that is you. That is you. And that should be a lesson, right? First of all, when somebody comes to you and unloads a secret on you, what do you think they're doing? They're trying to get it off of them. They don't want the pressure, so they're going to put it on you. And then they say, okay, don't say anything. Don't you say anything. So now the pressure's on you, right? So if you embellish a story, you're thinking you're going to add a little drama to it. You're going to get a little attention. You're going to get fucked is what you're going to do. It's going to be a problem. Right? So now's the time to look past the surface of the way things are. Now's the time to look past the mask that people are wearing, or maybe the mask that you're wearing, right? Let go of anything fake and artificial. I may have to turn a light on in here. It's getting dark. So that's to do with your regular life. So as far as your finances go, remember I said somebody's got too much focus on the material world. You could run yourself into the ground working because will never be poor again. I keep thinking of Scarlett O'Hara. I will never be poor again. As God is my witness, I will never be poor again. So I will work my fingers to the bone. I will burn the midnight oil. I will push away all relationships because I'm going to have a big house. I'm going to have a nice car and I'm going to be set. I don't worry about money because Spirit brings me money. If I'm supposed to work, my phone will ring. If it doesn't, I'm not meant to work. If I don't worry about money. Everything that I need, Spirit brings to me, and I know that, and I trust that, but so many other people don't. So if you're doing this, you're clearly not trusting that Spirit's with you. You're not trusting your team, so you need to examine that. Resist the feelings of jealousy, right? Don't be jealous. Be happy for other people when they're successful, because then they will be happy for you. If somebody achieves something, that's great, right? You don't know what they've been through. People have said about me to me before, oh, that's so easy. Oh, wish I had that. You don't want my life. Believe me, you do not want to have to live the life that I've lived. You don't. Believe me. Stuff is not worth it. No, it's not. So right now, understand that if you are authentic and you are real, you will experience your own explosion of fantasticness that will come your way. Just keep shining in your own way. Don't be so worried about everybody else and what they have and what you don't have and how they look and who pays attention to them and who talks to them and what clubs they're invited to and what group they move in. It's so superficial. It's time to close that door. It's time to close that door. Oh, I know where she is. She's outside. Oh my God, she's outside. Your pets need your attention ASAP. She's outside. It's time to close that door. Okay, I'm going to wrap this up quick. Time frame months. Okay? Time frame months. It's time to close that door. I have the best of intentions. I'm trying to please you. I'm trying to get things right. I need water. I'm thirsty. I need emotional comfort. I need emotional... Water is emotion, right? I need an emotional connection. I need more water more often. I need expression. I feel dehydrated. Where's my water bowl? I've got water right here for you guys. I'm dehydrated. I heard that earlier. I'm dehydrated. I'm probably dehydrated. Okay, for those who chose Master Finn, correct for neutrality on all levels, for those who chose Master Finn. For those who chose Master Finn, correct for neutrality on all levels. Treasure Island. This tortoise, sea tortoise, has got a treasure on its back. Your home is where your heart is, right? Taurus carries his home on his back. The number is 9. You've got everything you need, light worker, in order to move forward on your spiritually illuminated path. Stop procrastinating. 9. 9 might be a message. The number, the month, the 9th of the month, the 9 month, 9 weeks, 9 days, 9 hours. 9 means something. So, Treasure Island, if a big turtle's flying, interesting, flying, moving across their emotional waters, filled with treasure on its back, what you have is enough. Your home is comfortable. You've got love around your home. You are drawing this towards yourself because of your own and energy that you send out, right? This isn't a mistake, and this isn't you're lucky. This is you've manifested this. You manifested this because of your positive energy, because of your hard work, because of whatever you put in. It's what's going to happen at this time is if you don't have it financially in front of you, you soon will. It's going to appear magically. That's literally what's going to happen. This is a pot of gold. on the back. So if you're worried about your finances, money's on its way. You've worked really, really hard. You may have worked really, really hard by being a really, really good person. You may have given of yourself. And Spirit says, we are blessing you with abundance. Abundance isn't just money, remember? It's love, it's knowledge, it's wealth, it's wisdom. It's a feeling of satisfaction and of goodness, right? Spirit says, you've hit the jackpot. You are the lucky winner. You have the Willy Wonka's golden ticket. This is you. So at this time, I just heard buried treasure. Okay, map. X marks the spot. So I'm going to tell you, show me where X marks the spot. Where is it? X marks the spot. Where is it? So trust your intuition to lead you exactly to the spot. Everything's paying off right now. And your relationships, they're fulfilling, right? Even if things aren't perfect. I like this. I just got a message from my friend Tammy and her husband John, people that have been together for a while. Every day, there's something new they discover about you. You are a hidden treasure, and they know it. There's always something new that comes out. Or maybe it's just sometimes I just look at you in a different light, and all of a sudden I think to myself, God, I'm so fucking lucky. Right? That was for them specifically. That was for them. That's what I just got. I love that. I listen to them, and I watch them, and I think, I want that. I will have that. Right? Those are friends that I trust. Those are friends that love each other and they give of themselves to other people. And I can go spill my guts and they don't judge me. Right? I can be a hurricane and then 5 minutes later be fine and then crying and it's always a positive, right? That's the kind of friend you want. And you want that in a partner. And Spirit says that's there for you. That's there for you. If there is a partnership coming in, because look, there's love all around this treasure. You are the treasure. Someone is bringing you a gift. You are the gift. Maybe they are the gift to you. But Spirit says it's a partnership that's valuable, and the lessons that you learn are invaluable from this partnership. So keep your heart open. I say bring it. Bring me that. Bring me that. I'm open. I'm ready, right? This is about celebrating with the one that you love. This is about celebrating with the ones that you love. This is about treasuring the ones that you love. So success is coming for you. If it's work, you're successful. You're going to be successful. You're manifesting. You will be manifesting. This is a really good time for business as far as that goes. This is positive, positive, positive. So this is also, if this is all going your way and this is all coming your way, share the wealth of love, of knowledge, of blessings. Share. Because that's why you got it in the first place, because of that. Then it came back to you. So when it comes back to you, you share what you have, right? That's what keeps the world going around. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Correct for neutrality. If they don't call or text back, walk away. Okay? No chasing anybody. You don't need to. Stay classy, no sex. Stay classy, no sex tonight. I like that. I like that. You don't give it up, right? Until somebody earns it. Earns your respect. Correct for neutrality. It recognizes that you are an empress or an emperor. They recognize that they have got the gift, that you are the gift, right? You are the perfect balance of strong and gentle. Well, hell yeah. Isn't that a great place to be? Remember, I said this morning something to one of my clients about, I said, Spirit's not telling you to be compassionate and kind and gentle and understanding and patient today. They're telling you to be your own true self. And if you want to be grumpy, be grumpy. Don't say yes unless you want to. Be authentic. This whole thing was about be authentic. Correct for neutrality. So sometimes you just got to lay it down on the line. And sometimes someone's going to think you're a bitch or someone's going to think you're an ass. And the thing is, the reason they don't like that is because you have laid down a boundary. You've said, I've had it to here. Enough is enough. I'm not doing anymore. I'm not taking anymore. I'm not allowing this. And if you come across that way, ooh, all of a sudden you're not very nice. You're not a doormat anymore. Nope, never was. I was just being really, really kind, really, really giving, really, really understanding. But now you've stepped on my last nerve and it's over. Over. Status quo. There's no say. Oh, thank you, Spirit. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, here's my message. There is no change in this situation. Don't worry or panic. Don't make a change. Just let things stay as they are for now. Check in with me again soon. Status quo. So my little kitten is trying to blend in. She's just trying to blend in. She's probably in a cushion somewhere. But for somebody else, this is a chameleon, right? Now pay attention. In this reading, we've already been talking about not being anything but authentic. Be your own truthful self. Don't fake it to make it. Don't try and put out a facade. If you're sad, you're sad. If you're exhausted, you're exhausted. If you lost your job, you fucking lost your job. That's the way it is. You know what? That job was no good anyway. It's time for a new one. But I like that job. Yeah, well, it wasn't good for you. So stop sweating it. It happened for a reason. If whatever it is that it is, just be honest. Don't try and blend in. Besides, look, you don't look anything like that petrified wood. You stand out like a freaking sore thumb. So why are you faking it? That's for me. You know, people forget what I do for a living. I have a chat line and a call line on my psychic hotline, you know, Keen, where I work. It's my day job besides my private readings. People call on my chat line so that I don't have to hear their voice and I don't see their name. Do you think I don't know who you are? Like, what? Why are you calling me? You know what I do for a living. I know who I'm talking to. Correct for neutrality on all levels. I'm going to ask for one more because that was specifically something I was asking for my kitten. Correct for neutrality. All right. Ooh, you got 2. I'm compelled to behave this way. I know it's puzzling to you. I know it's weird. I know it's strange. I'm concerned that you're going to do something that's going to cause a problem for us or maybe hurt one of us. Could you find a positive outlet or a different outlet for your energy because I need you here to care for me? That's what somebody is saying. So somebody is behaving like a turkey instinctually. It's almost like knee-jerk reaction. It might be just this is the way they grew up, right? Well, they better learn how to do something different. That's what I'm getting. Somebody has had an injury. They've got pain or a wound, right? They're hurt. Somebody is emotionally hurt. Somebody is blue. Somebody is suffering from depression. And so they behave this way. They behave like a turkey. They hide. They pretend to be somebody else when they aren't that person. I'm worried. I'm worried. But because I'm hurt, I'm doing this. People, when they're hurt, they lash out. They say mean things when they're hurt sometimes. It's a way of protecting. And it's unfortunate, but it happens all the time that you hurt the ones that you love the most, right? I don't know why that is. Maybe because you feel safe with them. But sometimes if you push and push and push, you're not going to have that, right? So you might be all caught in your own hurt and your own injury in whatever it is that you're dealing with, but you don't understand that behaving instinctually this way and behaving this compelling, strange, unusual way that's very puzzling is hurting the other person. So sometimes you're so caught up in your own worry that you don't understand what anybody else is going through. And remember, don't expect them to read your mind. And don't think you know they don't believe that everybody knows what's going on. One of my regular clients, she says, nobody knows. None of my friends know that I've been pining over this person. Nobody. My heart's breaking. And nobody knows. I said, you need to tell somebody. You need to tell somebody. First of all, it's going to make you sick, right? But be honest. If you're going to lie, that's lying. Don't put on a facade. Don't behave like a freaking turkey. Tell the truth. What is it? Cold turkey, right? Cold turkey. Interesting. I didn't mean it like that. I meant to say something else. But cold turkey. Maybe you need to quit. Yeah, you need to quit something. Cold turkey. Like right now. The end. No more. But the other thing came from turkey. What was the other thing, Spirit? You going to bring it back? I can't think of what it is right now. So if they don't call or text back, walk away. But I think that's telling you that somebody needs to call or text. They need to call or text. And if they aren't answered, then walk away, right? You've been dealing with an injury. You're hurt. You're feeling depressed. You're sad. You're not able to move. This horse is tied up against that fence. Why? Maybe you need to tell somebody the truth. Stay classy. No sex tonight. Interesting. That is. You're the perfect balance of strong and gentle. Did that come out with this card or was that for the last card? Can you guys tell me? I know that you're there. I know that you're there. I just saw you. So can you tell me, these 3 cards, were they for the last card or for this card? I need for somebody to say something. Because then I got to go find my kitten. They need my attention. My little one does. I'm waiting for an answer. Tammy, can you answer me? So I know that there's a bit of a delay, and I'm not feeling very patient right now. I'll tell you that. I am not patient right now. I have had it to here with being patient. And I have been patient for a very, very long time. And I'm surprised myself at how much patience I have learned to exhibit. But I'm not patient right now. I'm done being patient. So Last card? Okay, cool. Thank you. Correct for neutrality. So the 3 cards for this group. I'm lying to myself. I want us. Well, why are you lying? How stupid is that? How stupid is that? This whole reading is about not being fake, right? And you're lying to yourself. There's still confusion. Somebody needs to pull their head out of their ass right now. It's time for a new pet for your home. I just got 2, so that's not my message, right? I just got Pegasus and Ligris and McFinners and Bea. I think I'm tapped out as far as pets are concerned. A pet could also be a person. You know that, right? If you look up the word pet, it's your favorite. It's your best one. So it's time for a new pet. So the only pet that's going to come into my life is the love of my life. And I don't know who he is or where he is. So that's the end of that. Not you. Love and light your way as well. Yeah, I'm going to go find my baby. I got to go find my baby. All right, you guys, thanks for being here. I'm going to share this, and then I'm going to upload it to YouTube for the people that would like to have a reading. It got dark all of a sudden, and I got to go find my baby. I know I've been trying not to be nervous this whole time, but maybe if we go in and have, like, cookies, I call them cookies, they're dinner, maybe she'll come. Can you help me find Minnie? Can you help me find the little Minnie Mouse? Could you? Minnie Mouse, she's in a little hole somewhere. Say goodbye to Pegasus. See ya. I'm a flying horse. Look, Mommy, flying horses. Look, Mommy, flying horses. Perfect white horse. It's a unicorn. My girlfriend, Serenity, has a farm, and she says, I'm going to get a unicorn. And I said, that's cool. And she goes, a unicorn is a perfect horse. So, and my grandmother, she was an Aries horse. So her energy's here. I love you too. Love and light to you as well. Thank you. Respect. I love that word. Respect. We owe each other respect, right? All right. I'm going to unplug this, and I'm going to show you something. Look at the little cat tower on the chair. I think this is my little setup right here. I can barely move right now with this table. Okay. I do love my little trailer, though. Look at it, you guys. I freaking love it. I'm super excited. I can't wait to go on a trip somewhere. I'm super excited. Okay, I'm going to take my kitten, and I'm going to go in. Come here, sweet baby. Come here, Peggy. Oh, okay. Come on, Mama. Come on. Let's go. Finn, you have to follow me. Bea, come on. Come on. I could turn it the other way. Come on, McFinn. Let's go. I can barely lift you up anymore. He's so heavy. Oh, look at the clouds out there. All right, so here I walk. This is so funny. 2 babies and a dog following me. I've got a client waiting for a reading. You're coming with me because I'm really hoping that I'm going to see a little kitten. Go find your baby sister. Go find your baby sister. Here we go. Come on. There we go. There we go. Bea. All right, you guys. Okay, you guys, I got to go find my family. I love you.